I don't believe it. Is it possible that I've finally done this? Have I finally mastered this? Is it possible that I may actually finally have the audio and streaming capabilities of Tech Banditry sorted out? Seems hard to believe. I need another monitor, for God's sake. There's too much going on my little screens here. I do have my other... Ooh, I have my gaming laptop. I wonder if I'll actually do some gaming today. I'd sort of debated possibly doing some gaming. You know, it all being, you know, a gaming... Supposed to be Wednesday, supposed to be Game Bandits anyways. And I don't have a lot of news, so, you know. All right, let me do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do... Oh, right. You don't want me to do this. Not here. I'm going to do this right here. All right. Right. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so that's going. I am muted, so I shouldn't be echoey. I've got that going. Do I see anything? I do this because I would like to have some video. Look at that. Out of the darkness comes Hewlett. All right. This is me, and I am here, and I am live. Oh, fantastic. All right, great. I cannot believe that worked the first time. I mean, something's got to go wrong. Tell me someone can't hear something or something, right? Please tell me that I've done something wrong. I feel like I've gentrified too much. It's actually working the first go. Seems completely wrong to me. Welcome to the chat room, everybody. Welcome to Tech Bandits. Actually, it's more Game Bandits, I think, today. Is probably more the idea. Let's have a look at some Discord and see who's around. Who's around for Discord today? Actually, that's a good point. While I'm waiting for bandits to show up, I don't think I actually told anybody we were game banditing again today, just so everyone knows. I think the only person, I think I told Jefferson because I was talking to Jefferson about, so Jefferson, one of my bandits, has very kindly been talking to his teacher about Tech Bandits, and mentioned that I did a little acting, and it's now being suggested he's invited me to talk to his class about acting, and I've got to say I'm quite flattered actually that someone would actually want to hear more from me as opposed to just like, you know, finally shut me up. So I'm hoping to talk to them about acting at some point. So I'm going to get those cables out of the way. This is, as always, it wouldn't be a stream without me doing some mad recabling. But what I'm going to do is I thought I would set up my gaming laptop, and then potentially maybe Baz could walk me through some League of Legends or something, because he's been quite adamant that I get better at this. I've also got some Magic the Gathering cards. Yeah. Magic the Gathering cards. Always good to have some Magic the Gathering cards, standing by just in case. Okay, so I've got that there. I'm going to need a special gaming mouse for that. How is everybody, by the way? We got anybody? Why am I not seeing anything in the... Oh, boy, what have I done? I've done something wrong, haven't I? Here we go. I'm going to just redo this. Hello. Happy Wednesday indeed, Polite Canuck. Tasha 2004. How are you? Top Fuel, Miss Lintz. Hello, Miss Lintz. And of course, there's Anne Neville, not Anna Neville, 1980. Seems to be working. I know, isn't that surprising though, Anne? Like, I mean, when does it ever work the first go? This is just like crazy. John P7, how are you, John P7? I've got a little mouse over here. Oh, wait a second. How am I going to do this if I don't have enough? Malve. David, guess what? What? I say what? Hello, everyone, says Pac Mom. Hello, Pac Mom. Wonderful Pac Mom. Greetings to McKay. How has the ZPMs been running today? You know me, always looking for more ZPMs, Freakazoid. Always looking for more ZPMs. PHCS. What are we congratulating PCHS Johnson on? Shocked but happy. My 6-month-old is going to be a big brother. My 8-month-old is going to be oh, wow. Congratulations. That's what we need. More damn children. You got a ring. You got a rock. Malve got a rock? You got a ring, you got a rock? Congratulations, I think. You getting married? You getting hooked? You getting hitched? I'm surprised you're not on an esports team, David. Yeah. You know why? Because I suck at gaming. I may love it, but I suck at it. Thanks for trying to make another poster for D&D. Oh, John P7's working on more posters. Wow. Hewlett, afternoon. Oh, I'm having a problem. Transmission just freezed. Freeze-do. Sorry, Elisa. Sorry to hear that you're having technical difficulties. Yeah, Malve's got some news. PHC Johnson's got some news. Look at this. So you got a ring. Nice. Oswald and Santos, thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Pac-Mom got her first jab yesterday. Congrats. There you go. That's some life-saving news right there. Don't even start me, Pac-Mom. I'm so angry about this situation right now. I mean, Toronto is getting its third wave in the form of the I think it's the British variant that they're going with. So it's a lovely British. I know we're a British virus. So it's not actually British. I think they're just calling it the British variant, I believe. That is not. I do worry a little bit when we start adding countries to these ones to make it, because then everyone starts going like, "Oh, it's the Brits! Damn the Brits!" Like the Great Orange Pumpkin used to say, about the China virus. It's like, it's not a China virus. It's a freaking virus, for God's sake. It's a human virus. Mother got her second shot today. That's good, Anne. I'm very glad to hear. My father, you will be all glad to hear, my father has got himself signed up for his 80-plus jab, which they've just started doing here. I don't know if they've actually started doing the jabs, but they've certainly started the sign-up process, which is great. You know, the Canadians are all terribly good at their bureaucracy. They're not so good at actually following through on it. David, it's crazy. Here in New Hampshire, they have a massive 13,000 J&J vaccine event last weekend. Ugh, don't even start. You know why? I think because there's private healthcare involved in some of this as well. I mean, I don't even start. I think we need a few corporations to help out on this up here, because right now the government is just freaking dropping here, hold my beer. They're all holding their beers here, right? Oh no, James Gurney, that's right. I've been triggered. I'm dying to talk to James Gurney about the AstraZeneca, because I got people who are refusing. People are saying they're not going to take it, and I'm like, just take it, because you get worse blood clots with COVID at this point, don't you? I mean, I wouldn't put anyone off a vaccination at this point. All right, you should take it. There you go. James Gurney has spoken, and James is always right. What the heck? How do we hype train this? What the heck happened? Yugle Turtle. Hello, Yugle Turtle, or Juggle Turtle. I like it. Thank you very much for the subscription. That's very kind of you. Wow, Jay Walton the Fourth. Thank you for your subscription. That's very kind of you. Wow, Nick Arrowlink as well. Thank you. What is going on? What is with you people? I don't even have bandits here yet. Oswald and Santos, of course. Thank you very much as well. I don't know about that. Given how Alberta is actively working against public health, I don't know if I want private.
You hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so you might hear me breathing. It's because my Discord on my app isn't working again.
Really?
Yep.
What's it not working on?
Just the regular Discord app. It always decides to die. I was really scared it was my headset.
Is it time to delete it and reinstall it, perhaps?
I think I might need to change my headset soon.
Really?
Yeah, because it's been happening lately. And randomly, I'll be playing a game, and then it will just go really loud.
Oh, that is weird.
Like, it will, I can just be playing a game, and then, Minecraft music, it would just decide, I'm going to break his eardrums.
Really?
I'm going to, yeah, it would turn it back up to, 100%, and then go back down.
That does sound like it might be like a cable issue or something. Like maybe there's like a loose cable or something that's getting connected. And although even that, is there any crackling at all?
Sometimes, not much.
Well, then that could just be, what do people think? Miss Lintz, thank you very much. And a woohoo to you too for your subscription. Have you tried turning it off and turning it on again. That's what everyone's now suggesting, because that's what you do, you know.
I actually turned it on and off like 6 times trying
Really?
to. Yeah,
And what is
like
the make of the headset that you've got?
it is a Corsair Void Pro wireless.
Ooh, oh, wireless. Oh, okay. Let me tell you about wireless, Void. Void? No, Vibe, not Void. That would be good though. Void Pup? That would be creepy. I am not loving the wireless head. These are wireless. I'm actually got them plugged in right now to charge them, and I've got them plugged in because then they can tie into the TV. I have a TV up there that just shows me what I'm streaming, but like an old one, but I'm finding that the Razer ones have a special little dongle that you attach, and I've been struggling with it. I find that it's just, as always, cabled is just more reliable for the most part.
I don't like cable. It's because sometimes I would go upstairs with my headset on.
Yeah, no, I hate having a cable. I'm tripping over stuff all the time, but at least it's not sort of fading out on me. Or that does sound like maybe a software thing. Maybe something's like competing with it to control the sound or something. Are there any other? Does it happen like when there's a specific game is playing or anything?
I've only had it during Minecraft or Roblox, but that's because those are the only thing I've been playing, other than Doom Eternal, which is amazing.
What's it called?
Doom Eternal.
Oh, Doom Eternal. Oh my God. Okay, all right. So you're playing Doom Eternal. Okay.
Yes, I really like decapitating demons.
I thought there may be some death and destruction involved in this. I mean, Vibe Pup is rarely handing flowers to people in games. It's more like shooting them or that kind of stuff.
Like,
right?
in the game, you grab a demon's like heart, as what they pronounce it is, and then you put it in its mouth, and then it explodes.
Really?
Yes.
So look at this. I have a pair of Corsair Void Pro yellow jackets and a pair of HyperX Cloud Stingers. And personally, the HyperX are better by far. There you go.
My dad has a HyperX that, like, one of these fully die, like, when they just decide, hey, I'm gonna head out, then I can grab those from him.
Huh.
Even though I kind of want to get one of those mics that you mount.
Well, you like the mounted mics? Like what? Like this kind of thing?
Yeah.
No, only not. Probably more like this kind of thing. Where are you based?
Yeah.
You're in Ontario, right?
Yeah.
Because there may come a point where I don't need the desk one anymore.
Oh.
Because the Rode is a really nice mic when it's plugged in and being used like a regular USB mic. My concern is that it doesn't work very well with the ATM Mini Pro, because you have to use. So normally you would just plug the USB in, right? And it's a nice heavy mic. What do they call, like cardioid or something like that? So there's a nice little. I don't know if you could see. Can you see through it at all? Sometimes you can see through the.
Yeah, it's see-through on the camera. It has a pop. From what I know, pop filters, they like stop it from like hearing the pops of your like lips when you talk.
It stops the air from hitting the microphone, which is quite sensitive. The one that I'm using right now is not very sensitive, and that's why I'm using it. I kind of like the sort of chunky sound to it.
Oh, it just happened again, where it just decides I'm going to go very loud.
Oh, really? Now, is it possible it's being controlled by someone else? Is it possible like your dad's computer has taken control of it or something? Like maybe it's interference or something? Has anyone else had this?
I think it's just either I need to do a factory reset because I have a virus trying to kill my ears.
Right. Oh, you think it could be someone actually just doing something interesting? Okay, wait a second.
Because, like, it doesn't show it on my computer that my volume's going up. It's just my headset just decides, let's go very loud.
Right. I've just turned down Wolf Pup's audio a little bit. Is that better for people? Is that is he peeking out more than me?
How doing? Is that
it's not your fault, by the way.
Controls?
Yeah, it's. I'd be curious to know if there's anyone in the chats had any problems with that. So it could be crosstalk. People are saying if it's a 2.4 gigahertz signal, it's possible you could be. That is more even. That's more even. Okay, great. I thought that's like, Cal. Everybody, Cal's here. Everyone be nice to Cal. I haven't talked to Cal for a while. Hey, Cal, I just did a stream with Jack Jasra. He was doing an art stream. He's still doing it. You should go check him out. I think he's still streaming, isn't he? Let me go check the other window. I've kept him open so that he keeps his. There you go. Oh yeah. So if you go to so here I'll put his link in. I love this. I'm doing a stream and I'm gonna tell everyone to go to someone else's stream. Okay, so go check out this. Pop in. Have this in another window, perhaps, if you want to.
I just want to say, if I could, I would be playing Doom Eternal right now, but it's on my Xbox, sadly.
Oh, it's an Xbox game.
No, it's wait. Can I play it on? Do you have
the Windows? Do you do the Windows Game Pack thing?
I have the Game Pass on my Xbox, but that's only because my dad does.
I don't know. I think we signed up for it, and then I think I canceled it. And if I didn't cancel it, then we've been being ripped off because I haven't used it for ages. I'm hoping Baz will join us today. I think he wants some. He had some.
I can play Doom if you can hear me right now.
You can.
I can play.
You can play Doom.
I just sneaked over to my Xbox, and yes, I can play it.
If you play, all I need to... if you can play Doom Eternal on the Xbox.
Yeah.
And then, but you can't show it to us.
No.
I see.
I might ask my dad if he can get the Xbox to my PC, because on my on the PS4, if I just go to my input, I can just open up HDMI, and then if the PS4 is on, I can play my games.
I have always wanted to build I would love to build a PC that actually has all of the consoles in it as well. Could you imagine how cool that would be?
Yeah.
Like you could just switch between like any of the consoles or any of the PC gaming you want.
We have a PS4 mount on the wall, because I just want to explain where I'm talking to you from. So I'm in my basement. My dad used to be down here with me.
Right.
He moved upstairs.
Really?
And now
you kicked him out of the basement? You got the whole basement to yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
We have this little room, like this where I'm playing is like we have a little L, and then
like an L-shaped room.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where my computer is on like the end of the L.
Oh, someone's got a suggestion for you about your mic problem. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
So they're saying that everyone keeps saying it sounds like a Windows issue. So you should try going to the sound settings in Windows 10 and check the mic properties. This is Freakazoid who's suggesting this. And see if exclusive mode is on or off under advanced settings.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure how I get to that would be devices to get to Bluetooth and other devices.
I think
I should probably turn Bluetooth off because people can find my computer and it says my name in it, and it says my name gaming. It doesn't have the G. So
I always make up names. I make up names for all my computers because I don't like the idea of someone seeing like, oh look, David Hewlett's computer just popped up onto the network. You're like, hi there, please hack me.
I just turned my Bluetooth off.
Freakazoid saying right-click the speaker icon in the taskbar on the bottom right near the clock and select sounds. Yes.
Open sounds. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh wait, for a second I thought he was there. He was in the call, so I said thank you.
Twitch really needs to incorporate Google CC. What's Google CC? So I can low-key follow stream at work, which is where you are right now. Oh my gosh. Somebody call Cult of Zal's boss and say, come on, they're streaming instead of working. Well, thank you for putting yourself and your job in peril to join us here on on what we're now calling Game Bandits today, because I think it's
I
don't really have any news today for anybody.
I
Closed
have
capture.
a cool news that I wanted
Closed
to talk
capture.
about.
What do you got? Is it game news?
Not about game, but it's something better than game.
There's anything better than games?
There was a giant anaconda found
What?
in ocean, I think it is.
A giant anaconda was found in the ocean.
Yes.
I didn't know anacondas lived in the ocean.
I have some good news too.
Look at the.
Oh, you've seen this too, Jefferson?
Hmm?
You've seen this as well? The
Wait,
anaconda
what?
thing?
Oh no. I have some other good news.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Everyone's got good news today. This isn't fair. I got nothing.
Oh.
Look at the video, Ice. I'm gonna send it.
You're gonna put it.
No, I'm
Where is
I'm
it
gonna
in
put it-
Discord or is it in the?
both.
All right, both. All right.
A 7-meter long giant anaconda was found.
Seriously, that is insane. Is it real? Do you think?
It's real. It's all over the. Well, it was all over the news.
It's all over the internet, kids. Okay. All right. This
But
is
just look at the start of it.
scuba diver in Brazil comes face to face with a 7-meter long. Can I show people this? I guess I could, couldn't I?
TechBandits react.
Holy moly! Wait a second. Look at the.
It looks.
Look at the size of that thing.
It looks ginormous.
Okay, let me see. Okay. I'm gonna go back a little bit. So
Oh my god, it has eye. I didn't realize it has eyes. For some reason, I thought snakes use echolocation.
what? What are they? Bats? Oh my God! So where did they find this?
In the. It says at the start, my brain.
All right, I'm gonna go
Just
back.
decide to-
Okay, so this was the
How they showed it at the exact start, it looks ginormous.
Scuba diver in
It
Brazil.
looks like a Titan boa at the start.
face to face with a 7-meter long giant anaconda while exploring a river. Whoa,
What if
man!
a Titan? I wonder if a Titan boa, like, what if it was still alive?
Do you think that would? I mean, would that attack them while they were underwater? I mean, like, wouldn't it? I mean,
They're just chilling with it for some
it
reason.
does seem to be kind of chill-like. It's true. Look at that thing. That's insane. Can I make this window a little smaller? Or can I just have the YouTube video? It'd be nice to just have the YouTube video, but I don't seem to be able to do that.
It looks. If I saw that in real life, I'd be like, nope, nope, nope. I'm getting out of the water.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
no
sure I would.
longer.
Yeah. I'm not sure I
I'm
would
no
approach
longer
it with a
in
GoPro.
the water. I am no longer in. I am no longer on Earth. I am launching myself onto Mars.
Yeah, that's a lot of snake. They're not
Snake.
particularly fast moving though, are they? Like it wouldn't be able to like sort of get him and like crush him underwater.
But what if it wraps around him? Like, do you know how snakes like jump at you?
I guess, but I wonder how good it is at moving underwater. It's moving pretty well underwater. It's not breathing underwater though, right? Is it? It's just holding its breath.
For very long,
No,
apparently.
it's breathing underwater.
You think so?
Yeah, the scales, there's a layer that allows water to go in it, and then allow it to breathe out.
No, really? Whoa, what's going on in the video?
Oh,
That's
what's
weird.
happening to your stream?
That is so weird. Hang on a second. It doesn't like something. It doesn't like something. It's like flashing. That's so weird. Something tried to take control of my camera. It's probably Vibe Pup's headphones. Really?
I wouldn't really want my gaming rig to be like insert my real life name. I'm not gonna say it.
Right. No, it's good. I don't know your real name, or I don't remember it. Anyways.
I sent it in the email.
Oh, did you? Oh, I see. I try not to. I only concentrate on people's code names. They're far more exciting to me. Okay, wait a second. So I'm looking up Jefferson. I'm looking up this snake stuff here. It says that there are underwater snakes. They have special nostrils that can close when they go underwater and open when they come up to breathe, like the blowhole of a whale. Scientists call these valved. Oh, that's cool. Valved nostrils. That'd be good because like You know when you jump in the water and you put your head back and the water all goes up your nose and it feels horrible?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
if we had valved nostrils, that would stop that. So that's a genetic thing I want to add to my mix as well. I'd like that as well.
I have a above ground pool. We put it up during summer, so I know that feeling.
It's a horrible feeling.
Because when I decide to do at my friend's house before COVID,
Mm-hmm.
I used to front flip into the water,
Right.
and because I'm still spinning once I hit the ground,
Right.
it goes all up your nose, and I
Yeah.
hated it.
And the only way to stop that is like breathing out while you're underwater, I find. You need to sort of like blow bubbles out of your nose to stop it from going up your nose, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Jefferson, it says here, I'm sorry, I'm yawning so much. I had to make a giant cup of tea during Jack Jasper's stream because I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning the other day to do some filming at the beginning of the week. And I haven't caught up since because of that whole hour change and everything. It's really weird. Anyways, so it says that the snake is actually holding its breath because it just closes its nostrils. And then it can go up and get the water. It goes up to get air when it needs to. But are there other snakes that can breathe underwater? I mean, they do not have gills. Okay. All right.
Snakes don't have gills. They have anything but gills, I'm pretty sure.
However,
Did you know that snakes can fart?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously?
Yeah, I just saw that as the people also ask on Google because I'm also looking up about on how snakes can be underwater.
So they're really good at holding their breath by the side of it. Wait a sec. So snakes. Oh God, could you imagine how horrible a snake fart would smell? Because they're eating like mice and like, oh God, that would be horrible.
I just found my new favorite Discord emote.
Oh, wait a sec. Someone caught a snake fart on camera. Wait a sec. I'm not sure if it's real or not. I'm going to see if it's real first or not. There we go. I'm trying it now. Let's see what happens here. See if this is actually it or not. It's probably going to give me like ads and then tell me I got to.
When you shift your perspective, your whole world can change.
I have an ad
Seeing
blocker.
the future more clearly and redefining the standard.
Yeah, that's great. Good for you. Oh, now it's trying to get me to buy a freaking car. Okay, I don't want that.
From what I've heard, I've had an ad blocker on for a while, but apparently YouTuber.
Yes.
YouTube has more ads than the shady pirated anime website.
The 2020 Escape. Shift your perspective.
Yes.
Right now, get this great offer at your local Ford store.
I can't seem to mute that. All right. Oh, no way. That's not real. That can't be real. Okay, wait a sec. Here you go. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to drag it in here. Watch this. Watch this. Ready? Here you go. This is apparently... Whoa.
I watched a video of...
No. Is that real?
I don't know. But I want to announce there's a video like rare footage, turtle pooping.
That's exciting, isn't it?
Yes.
Wow. Just what you need. It's like just what you need on the internet is I had no idea that snakes farted. I don't know why I would think they wouldn't, but I had no idea that it was so complicated too. Like it looks like the whole body was like all like, it's like they had to really force that out. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, this is not liking. It is not liking it when I play other videos on this computer. Interesting. Okay.
There's a video of a turtle pooping on the interwebs.
Huh.
Yes, I thought everybody needed to know that.
Which is that sorry, run that by me again?
It's a video of a turtle pooping.
I knew they pooped. That was not a surprise to me. It was the fact that they could fart to such an extent that it would that it would basically knock a glass of paint. It would that could knock a pane of glass out of the back of an aquarium. I'm with Indiana Jones, and I don't like snakes. I don't mind snakes. I have a really hard time with spiders. I will admit. Does Jefferson? How are you with spiders?
I'm all right. I found one in my shower today.
Oh yeah,
actually.
And what is
it was a big one.
And your instinct is to kill them right away, or do they take them outside?
Take them outside or try to pet it.
You tried to pet the spider?
Yeah, speaking of petting,
yes.
Today I pet a wild raccoon.
No. Really?
I don't.
Yeah, it was this big fat one.
Yeah.
In our backyard that I saw. So I went outside and tried to pet it. And then I got to pet it.
But it let you pet it?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Because normally they go crazy. They want to scratch your eyes out and stuff.
It was.
Yeah.
He was having a bad day. He wanted a pet.
Yeah,
hey,
I got down.
Us. Thank you.
Yeah,
Jack.
I got down low and let it sniff my hand first.
Yeah.
And then I started to pet it. And then I told my foster mom. Yeah. And then I jokingly said that I also kissed it, even though I didn't.
And was she freaking
stuff,
out?
Yeah. So she told me to also wash my hands after.
Oh, that's smart.
So I did, but
you kind of have to be careful with wild animals because you just never know what they're going to do, right? And also, you also never know what I guess some of them can have rabies and some of them can have fleas, and you sort of got to be a bit careful. And raccoons can be
Someone just
really
sent
mean.
in chat,
Yeah,
pythonfart.py def fart self a self contents equals air return self okay then.
That's like a fart routine.
It's a
It was
python.
probably sick. That's a good point, Anne. That's right. We had one on our front. So Jefferson, we had one on our porch. Like we have an upper porch. And it was like stuck there, and eventually I managed to scare it away, and it ran away okay. But yeah, those could be really, really, man. You are braver than me, my friend. Definitely braver than me. What is the weirdest animal you've ever seen?
I've seen a fox before.
Are they weird looking?
Like, it's not weird. It's just like, yes,
unlikely.
It was running across the street.
Right. I have seen foxes. The weirdest one I saw lately was a possum. Have you seen a possum?
I've seen
a dead one.
You've seen possums before?
I think I've seen a dead one. Like, it wasn't playing dead.
Was
it
dead, or was it pretending to be dead?
Well, it was hit by a car, so I think it's dead.
Yeah, they'll usually do it. We had one, when we were living in Los Angeles, we had one that was walking across there was a wall around our house, and it was walking along the wall at night. And then we went out to let the dog outside, and I turned on the lights, and it was just stepping onto the light. So it froze, and it just stood there, and I was looking at it, and I was laughing. I was like, dude, we're totally onto you. We know, it's so obvious that you're a possum and you're right there. And then he went like this. And he just fell off. He pretended like he had died, and he fell off the wall. He just froze and then fell off the wall, which I just thought was the funniest thing ever. But yeah, so we saw one of those here the other night, and it was. I've never seen one this big. It must have been about this big. And they just look like giant rats, like giant, scary-looking rats, but they're really cute. I have
the weirdest animals I've seen so far is a wild baby octopus on a school field trip, and I also saw a wild platypus.
Oh, the platypus are weird looking too, aren't they? I gotta say, but one of my favorite animals of all time now is the octopus. Because I swum with an octopus. I might even have footage somewhere. But I swum with an octopus when we were in Australia, and Baz came and had a look at it, and Jane came in and looked at it. It is I won't eat octopus anymore because I just think they're too smart. They're like I don't want to eat them. They're the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Don't they look like aliens?
Yeah. Yeah, their big head
Yeah.
and everything.
I've never
Someone
moved-
tried to get me to eat one.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Because in a way that they're cute, but in a way they're also like alien, like almost. They look like a big freak alien.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they're also so cute, and they're also very gentle sometimes.
Right. And smart. Like they're actually.
I've never went exploring to be able to find one. I've been in Canada my whole life, and I've barely even went out of Ontario.
I don't think we've got. Do we have the only place there would be octopus? I guess would be off the coasts. I guess, right? Because I think are there freshwater octopus? I don't think there are there?
I've never even left Ontario.
Really? Well, Ontario's bigger than England. Ontario's bigger than a lot of countries that exist.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I was born in England, and England can fit in the bottom part of Ontario. Can you believe that?
Not really.
Yeah, and it has more people than live in the entire of Canada. And it fits in the bottom part of Ontario. It's like nuts. I should double check that, but I'm pretty sure that was the case. I'm going to go look at it right now. All right.
Wait, how would the whole... So nobody else, everybody lives in... It's going crazy again.
I know, it's weird. I don't know what it is.
It's angry at you.
Whenever I do anything on the Google, whenever I do anything on... Oh, it's so weird. This is a stream that can cause seizures. All right, what if I go what if I go smaller screen? Will that help? Does that stop?
I don't use Google anymore.
All right, let me see. Does it? Oh, no, it's definitely as soon as I go into Chrome. All right, let me try something different. What if I do this?
I use Avast now.
Oh, do you?
I use the Avast browser because it seems safer.
Okay, so let me look at this. UK compared to Ontario.
Jefferson's unmuted.
Is muted or unmuted?
Unmuted.
Ah, I see. So Jefferson, your mic is live, I guess.
We were able to hear like what sounded like a school teacher talking.
Okay, here you go. This is what I was talking about. Check this out. Okay, so there's England, and that's Ontario around it. Isn't that insane? Like basically, that part of Ontario, if you stuck it all together, would be like the size of England. And there's all this big chunk up here as well. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
That's insane. I thought that was crazy. And if you add like, what is it, Wales and even if you I wonder how it compares to like Ireland too. I mean, Ireland's got to be fairly small too. But yeah, that gives you just an idea of the sense of scale that we're talking about.
To be honest, that's actually quite interesting to think about how Ontario is that big.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of crazy. I don't think people understand sometimes how truly big, like Canada itself is. I meet people and they go like, "Oh, you're from Canada. Do you know so and so?" I'm like, "No." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have good news. I went out today. I haven't went outside
in the real world.
Yeah.
What dragged you out into the real world?
My grandma.
Right. And what was grandma trying to get you to do?
She wanted me to go on She wanted me to go shopping with her and my mom.
Oh, that's good. Where'd you go shopping?
We went shopping at Bradford. I know we went to Bradford Greenhouse today, but I can't remember where we went.
You went to a greenhouse?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. Like what? Were there like cool plants and stuff?
Bradford Greenhouse.
Bradford Greenhouse. That sounds cool. I'm gonna look it up. Oh man, no, I'm not, because then it makes all the video go weird. You know, it wouldn't be
we
a
went
Tech
out
Bandits
today
without
because we
problems.
needed to get plants for school. It's because I have a eye doctor tomorrow. It's just a checkup.
Right. Do you wear glasses and
So
stuff?
no, I have glasses to wear for like when I'm playing games, which I should wear.
Right.
But they're really just to protect my eyes, so I'm definitely going to be wearing them.
Are they like the blue light filter ones, the ones that stop?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
should
just
get some
want
of
to
those
say
for Baz.
I definitely wear them. I'm gonna wear them on tomorrow. I don't wear them.
Oh, so you're gonna wear them just to show off to the doctor that it looks like you're doing what you're supposed to do, even though you're not.
Yes.
Way to go. That's gonna keep your eyesight really well off. All right, let me do this.
Do you know that when? Do you know that? Not that. I just found a glitch in a game that I'm playing, and it's actually quite breaking.
What is it doing?
If I go to like the center, I'm playing Roblox Skyblock for a second because there's a new update.
Right.
And when you're going to the main menu, not main menu, when you're going to the hub,
Right.
you can fall through the map because it spawns you too low under.
I'm gonna plug my laptop in, see if I can get that working as well.
I like Doom so much I don't know what to play without playing Doom.
I don't know how well I'm going to be able to play actually without some kind of a hardwire connection to the internet. I don't think the Wi-Fi is fast enough down here.
Can I say something weird?
You may, and you will.
Yes. And Freakazoid, no, I do not. Isn't Doom rated 18 today? It is, but like.
But VibePup is 18, right?
Definitely.
Of course. I want to just see if I can look at the stream. What do you think about the ratings of video games? Do you think it's important to rate video games? I mean, are there
sometimes they're really off because like sometimes like I don't think Doom should be rated 18.
Why is it rated 18? What is it that they think what are they protecting you from?
Well, because parts in the game you're kind of cutting off demons' limbs, cutting their heads off.
So you think they think it might be sort of like it might cause nightmares and stuff for kids? Is that for younger kids or kids who aren't familiar with this stuff? Or
I think it's kind of bad that I find so much of it.
That you're what of it?
That I'm so fine with it.
But it's not like you would do that in real life, right? Not that there are demons in real life, but I mean that you wouldn't. It's not like you have any desire to do this like you wouldn't want to really do that to anybody, right?
No. I had to think about
That's
that.
the right
I don't
answer. Yeah.
I don't like how I had to think about that. Like I was like,
I think you want to answer that one faster next time. But no, it is a different thing though, right? There's a I wonder what it is. I wonder what the appeal is to that stuff. You know what I mean? What is the appeal to killing things in a video game? Is it a sense of accomplishment? Is it,
It's fun when you kill things. Yes.
It's just fun when you kill things.
Including if you're winning the game. Like I've played Call of Duty and Fortnite.
Yeah.
Which Call of Duty is way better. But
you think Call of Duty is better than Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yes.
But whenever I've played, it's funner when I'm like winning rather than
when you're losing.
Than if my older brother or my uncle joins in and beats me so badly.
Right.
Then I end up rage quitting.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
The rage quitting. It's funny, isn't it?
I'm definitely not getting up and to turn off the stereo so I can play Doom.
Oh no, definitely not. Chris, you're definitely not because you're not 18. So you think the violence is what they're worried about to some extent.
I'm going to bring up a rating of it because there's this website that like it tells you if it has like
Common Sense Media. Is that what you're?
Yes.
Yeah, they're good.
Wait,
Aren't they?
of what game?
This is
how do
Doom
I spell
Eternal.
common? I don't know how to spell common, so apparently I don't have common sense.
COMMON, I guess, is it?
I was doing it with an E.
Why do I always have this problem with Twitch? When I go in to watch it, I can't find the chat.
Bloody good shooter for adults with strong.
The most recent was that someone was asking if there was a Tom Baker Doctor Who scarf in the background.
There is.
Yeah, the only thing that they're angry about is the violence, because like they're saying positive messages. It has positive messages because you're killing any demon to save the earth.
That's the positive message: is you're killing demons to save the earth.
And positive role model players' character risks life in hopes of saving humanity from demonic invasion. Well, it's kind of fun when you're cutting demons in half and all that.
Right.
And
are you guys talking about Doom?
Yes.
Yeah, and then language online play is unmoderated, which I don't play online play. I'm still in the campaign. It's amazing. And then communism, latest installment of the Doom franchise, has spanned games, toys, and movies. And so, yeah, they're only angry about the violence is because players use guns, grenades, a chainsaw, a flamethrower, a fist, and feet to kill demons, which look human.
Right.
No, they don't. There's like these big spider things that like I want my dad to 3D print.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. Okay, this is nuts. Okay, somebody show me what's going on here. Okay, here's my stream. I'm looking at the stream right here. Right. Oh, look at that. Mm-hmm. Stream upon stream upon stream. How do I? Where do I see the chat?
On the side, if you open up the side of it.
But what side of it?
You can't open up the side?
No, I see. It keeps doing this. Where's the side? And I can't see the chat, so I can't see the suggestions. So all right, Jefferson, you tell me what's happening in the chat. Is somebody telling me how to do this?
Top right, there's a button. No, there isn't.
There isn't. That's what's so weird.
It says.
I'm just gonna finish.
Someone said turn off theater mode with a question mark.
All right, so theater mode.
I'm just going to finish the reading of if this is good. Players use guns, Players use guns, grenades, a chainsaw, a flamethrower, and fists and feet to kill demons, some of which look human.
There you go. That's it. Oh, sorry.
This results in a lot of blood.
Right. Is that fair?
And gore, including dismemberment and decapitations, lots of disturbing imagery and sound effects. Most of the sound effects are just like they're dead screams, cause like, and maybe like some of the impact noises, cause sometimes when you're walking around in like the super gore nest, you hear these really like moist stompings, cause you're stepping on a living thing.
Right.
What streaming thing do you use when you're setting up your Twitch stream?
Okay. So I'm weird. I have a thing called I actually have a piece of hardware that I plug all of my computers into, and then that box does the streaming for me. But most normal, sane people trying to do streams just use OBS.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
definitely... with my
Go ahead, Jefferson.
With my stream, with my streams, I use Streamlabs or OBS.
Right.
Which is super easy because because it shows me the chat without me having to go into the Twitch itself. I don't have to actually even open the Twitch stream once or Twitch app.
So I should use Streamlabs then. I think that's what Baz had that installed on my Mac, but now that I've moved to the PC, so okay, right, that's a good point. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I got to remember to install Streamlabs. All right, thank you, Jefferson. That is a good tip.
Now
Wolf
that
Pup, what do you
I'm
got?
gonna start, I'm playing Doom Eternal, and I'm going to look out for like stuff that would scare people, other than violence and all that, and the world is ending.
But it's kind of funny though to me that you know they get really worried about things like nudity and stuff in games, which people under
Makes
our
sense.
clothes, that's the case. We're nude anyways. But they don't worry about all the violence, which is of course the last thing you want somebody doing, right? Like, but I also think there's been studies done that say, because for a while there, people were saying like, oh my God, you can't let your kids play violent video games because they'll become violent people. But the reality is they've done studies that have said that that's just not true. There is no connection between those two things.
Now,
when you look at it, this game is quite gory. It's because like a lot of these things, like some demons do look like humans, like the regular just demons, which are basically the things that you like to chainsaw.
Right.
They look like humans. Like
right.
they're. But then like everything else, like I'm shooting this like bat thing.
Oh, really?
And yeah. And then there's this like they look like humanoids, not human, like humanoid. Which I'm pretty sure is a human. This is just a question of mine. A human is like us, but then a humanoid like resembles a human.
Right.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Well, what's up, Jefferson? What were you gonna say?
Another thing with the violence is that of the games is that it doesn't really make you violent, but in the military, because there has definitely been a bunch of soldiers that are kind of like afraid to like shoot someone or something, like it's not a instinct. And so what I learned is that they use like violent video games to help those person become more violent.
Really?
Yeah. So there are ways. But to most people and stuff, that's just playing a video game for fun. It doesn't really do that.
In my opinion, playing a video game and then having real life instincts, like wanting to do this in real life, that's different. Cause like if the world is ending, I'm not just gonna get a shotgun and just be like, I'm gonna kill every human in sight just because they're dying.
I think Jefferson raises a really interesting point there, where that I think is worth sort of talking about is I think again with the military, the idea is they don't want people. And maybe I'm wrong, and there's probably military people who can speak to this more, but they don't want people to be violent. They want people to be so well trained and so well informed that the only people they kill are the intended victim. Would that be correct in saying that the military doesn't want soldiers just to be like crazy enough to kill people. They want the precision necessary to make as few people die as possible, right? Isn't that basically the idea? You want to just kill the people that you need to kill, and only the people you have to kill that there's no other alternative for in your mind. They want people who will follow orders. That's a good point.
Yeah, because
I wish I could stream me playing Doom, but then that would probably make the stream not. Actually, no, because I'm pretty sure this is already like.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. So someone was saying, Aaron Cross is saying they helped them desensitize them from the shock of killing someone, not trying to make them more violent. Right.
Yeah, because if you're like a sniper and stuff, if you become a sniper and like
random people.
it's hard to just shoot someone without like because they sometimes like they will order you to shoot a little kid if they are if they have a bomb or something, and it's like well, yeah, but like I want to shoot the bag so that the bomb can't go off.
I think,
but you are ordered to kill
Eliminate the
this
child.
little kid.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's stuff that's being done on purpose. I mean, I get the sense that there are. Look,
I sounded really crazy when I said eliminate the child out loud.
right. I think that, but no. To Jefferson's point, though, I don't think that they're being commanded to do well. That is a horrible scenario to be into. Like, what do you do if someone has armed a child with explosives or something? I mean, what do you do? I mean, these are like philosophical questions that are really kind of difficult to deal with. Like, there's a classic one where it's like, okay, train's going down the track. You are standing at a point in the track with a switch that will make the train go left or right. If the train goes left, it will kill one person. If the train goes right, it will kill 100 people. What would you do?
Kill the one person.
Kill the one person. That's what I think a lot of people would say. I mean, in that you can't, let's say there's nothing else you could do. Let's take out everything else out of that equation. So then you go, okay, well, what if it was killing one baby or two grown-ups?
Goodbye, baby.
You think it's goodbye, baby?
How old are the grown-ups?
So they're saying it's a baby or a bunch of. You say take out the grown-ups, Baz?
I said, how old are the grown-ups?
I think it depends. Let me see. But would you be able to bring yourself to take the action to pull the switch? That's what it comes down to. So the idea was like, if you were in a bunker a mile away and you had a button, and they said, if you press that button, a child will die, but you'll save 100 lives. You press the button. Most people, it turned out, would press the button because they're disconnected from what's going on. But if you had to go run up, okay, if you had to run up and actually pull the switch yourself and watch the baby die, and you've saved the other people, then a lot of people would felt that they couldn't do that. And then the next thing is, what if actually having to kill the baby saved 100 people? Like, what if you had to actually kill it? So there's all these different thought puzzles about where does
the baby was going to be Hitler.
Yeah, like in Deadpool 2. At the end, he goes back in time to the orphanage and sees Hitler as a baby, and then he's trying to kill him, but he can't. He doesn't have the guts to do it because it's a tiny baby. So then he says, "Oh well, I'll come back when he's older and stuff."
But like I feel like I would have a lot of guilt, but like I'd rather save that child. Like, it can't do much.
But it's a philosophical debate. Baz, you had philosophy today, right? Do you ever talk about this kind of stuff in philosophy?
Oh, that made me jump.
No?
Okay, yeah, this game is quite violent.
Yeah.
I just got the Berserk orb, and yes.
What is the name of these puzzles? Are they called the trolley dilemma? The trolley. I remember reading about these, and it's just a really neat thing to try to figure out. Trolley problem. Someone will know. I'm gonna go check the chat. The chat always knows.
Yeah, it's called the trolley issue.
The trolley problem.
Time. Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds really violent, saying like, yes, I would kill the child, but like to save 100 people.
Well, then it gets to the debate, would you kill your parents to save 100 people?
What? I'd say no, right, Baz?
I'd say, depending on the age of those other people.
So, yeah, it gets really complicated. But you know what this makes me think of every single time?
Like, I would
is
never want
autonomous
to
cars.
purposely kill my parents. But, like, if it's to save, not, like, 100 people, that, like, I
How
don't
about
know.
kill your parents and you end COVID before March?
Ooh, okay. So what do you do?
No, I wouldn't. COVID,
I would.
What? I'm right here, Baz. I'm right here.
Dad, 100,000 people die. So many more people lose their parents.
Yeah, but would you be able to do it, do you think?
Probably not, but I'd try to.
That is the right answer, just to be very clear. But
pull
that
out the
is
chainsaw.
no, oh my God, wolf pup. I think. Okay, so what if the self-driving car stuff is where this comes into play now, right? So up until now, a lot of these puzzles have been theoretical, right? It's like, what if?
I want to say something that it would be cool to talk about.
Okay.
In Detroit Become Human, if you read around, there is something that you can read about, and it's talking about how people would be angry, like, if a car would, like, be like, someone's being a dumb driver. I can't do anything to stop this. Who do I swerve into? Do I swerve into...
Sorry, 2 seconds.
Do I
Baz,
swerve into the criminal?
Sebastian.
Yeah?
Would you mind grabbing the dog for me?
She was let out?
She's outside barking at the window right now.
That's her?
That's her.
Oh my God.
And she's had a huge long walk, so she's got no excuses. Sorry, Wolf Pup. We're just having some family drama here.
Yes. It's... I lost my train of thought, but what were we talking about?
Sorry, I threw you off. We were talking about the we were originally talking about this trolley problem thing, and then I got distracted by the dog. So what?
Oh yeah, DB. I was talking about Detroit Become Human.
That's right, Detroit Become Human, right? Yes.
In it, they talked about how, if an autonomous car was able to, like, shoot a 90-year-old person or someone who was in jail for, like, killing a child. They just decide to just shoot a child out in the street.
Sorry, run that by me again.
They just decide to shoot a child for no reason. They just got bored and just said, "Die, child."
That's what the person who was in jail did?
Yes.
Okay.
Or, like, what would it hit? Would it hit the person who could have corrected their wrongs and wants to do stuff to help instead of kill a child?
I feel
hit the old person.
So if you have a choice between killing someone who's obviously been a detriment to society by killing someone, a baby or whatever, or you have a choice between an old person, or you have a choice between, like, a kid who's done nothing, then the decision seems easier, if that makes sense. It's still much more difficult for you to actually have to be the person to decide that. And I guess...
But I don't feel... This might be wrong, but, like, it's a car. Is the car going to feel sorry, or is it just going to be like, goodbye, prisoner?
No, I think the car will do whatever it's told, right? But the people who programmed the car are the ones, you know... So here's an interesting dilemma for you. You go, okay, I'm going to buy an autonomous vehicle. And this autonomous vehicle is designed to keep me safe, right? Yeah. Like, that's what its job. Its job is to drive me from A to B, and its primary purpose is to keep me safe. So what happens when it has a choice to veer into, I don't know, into a group of kids or into a river where you'll die? The car shouldn't choose the group of kids, right? It should choose to sacrifice you instead of the group of kids. But the car is yours. The car belongs to you. The car has been programmed to look after you. So it would make the wrong decision.
Hit the kids.
Right?
No.
Yeah, but like,
It has a job. It's going to do its job. That's as I see it. It's going to save you and hurt the kids.
Right.
That's
No.
what the car would do.
So-
No, it won't. It
Sorry,
won't choose.
Jefferson was
It
going to
won't
jump
know.
in on this too. Jefferson, what
Like-
were you going to say?
the thing about the self-driving car is that, so like there's this Amazon show called Upload, and the main character Nathan Brown, well, one of the main characters, he
Yeah.
dies from this
A car accident.
and the car was set to take care of him, but someone actually hacked into it, and did something to where it would prioritize him,
Mm,
but also wouldn't at the same time.
right.
So then he ends up dying and stuff. But the thing about the self-driving car is that like yeah, it's set to take care of you, but it can easily malfunction or get a virus that makes it not.
That's an interesting point, though. Could you imagine if an autonomous vehicle was given a virus that was then it was being used to do, nefarious things, terrible things? But Baz,
But
and then
my
Baz, you
question
were
is-
saying that you don't think it would ever do that.
Well, unless someone coded it to like show multiple people is like not where you want to drive.
Mm.
I don't think it would care. I don't think it would prioritize you.
But
I
if it's
would probably,
programmed to, no, it's not going to. I agree. I don't think it's going to.
unless the car is like programmed to like never hit this person or like never do anything like that.
Mm.
Like never hit the pregnant.
Never hit the pregnant.
No, what I mean is like no one would be able to code that, but maybe someone just really like fat or something.
Okay, well, that's an interesting one. So
I
if a car
Never
is
kill a
being
fat
asked-
man.
If a car is being asked to prioritize, who knew we were going to get into such a deep conversation? Okay,
I don't think it would.
so if a car was told to prioritize the safety of the driver, and we didn't think that through properly, then the car is capable of doing some terrible things just to keep that person alive, yes?
Mhm.
But like, what if the car's smart and like, there's an assassin coming after you,
I don't
and
think
it
a
just
car will be smart.
Well, I mean, it
no,
depends how you
like I
define
mean,
smart, I
I think
suppose.
the car senses like
I-
a gun.
I think you can't do that unless you like code it. So I don't think it'll sense a gun.
Well, then
Oh.
again, if it has sensors, it could sense that stuff.
Oh yeah, so I think it's time to use my genius brain here.
Okay,
It's
get
big
in
brain
here.
time.
Get in here, Jefferson. Get your brutalized brain in here. Yeah.
Alright, so I think that like the thing about that is that with the car, with the sensors, if they coded it to be able to like, because it has sensors. The point of a sensor is to sense things.
Right.
So it can sense. If you coded it to sense like DNA or a type of material,
Right.
then the code can make the car react to that certain thing. So like let's say and stuff. It's let's say like let's see Tom Holland. Let's say Tom Holland
Oh, for God,
is
you gotta save Spider-Man, man. He's got to be a priority.
Mm.
I'm kidding. I'm
okay,
kidding.
then,
I just like Tom Holland as an actor. That's all. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. Let's say that he is. Wait, no. Tom Cruise. Let's say that Tom Cruise is in another action movie where he's driving a car,
Hmm.
and then there's a bunch of people, but he can't control the car that much because he doesn't have his hands
Hmm.
and stuff. His hands got cut off by an enemy. They could program the car
Hmm.
to sense a certain DNA and then avoid that. So that like the government could have track of everyone's DNA
Mm-hmm.
and then put that into the computer system, and then basically, if the car senses that, it will move out of the way as quickly as possible, so that it wouldn't hurt anyone, and also it would end up prioritizing you.
So it would be, so you'd have a list of people in the country for it to avoid, for it to not hurt. Well, okay.
Like if
then let me ask
like
you
if someone's working on the cure for cancer, and like they're just there.
Well,
and they're
that's
right
interesting.
there.
Oh my gosh. What if there's a scientist who's working on a cure for cancer? How does the car prioritize? Like, let's say the car has gone out of control for whatever reason. It hit an oil patch. It couldn't. It got hit by another car maybe or something, and it was flying towards a group of people. And depending on which way it moves, a different group of people were going to die. So how does the car, like the car has choices that we could never make, right? Like if we're in an accident like that, we have no control over who gets hit or who doesn't get hit, or it's very rare. We're just like, trying to hold onto the wheel or whatever, right? The computer has radar, it has LiDAR, it has all sorts of stuff. It knows what the weather's like. It can look up it could use facial recognition and look up all of those people. How does it decide who it goes for and who it doesn't? So let's say it has facial recognition. It could look at all those faces and it could decide, is there like a number you could apply to people that gives it a rating for how more important or a little less important people were? Because that's
maybe
that would seem cruel though. Like being like, you're not important, you're not gonna do anything in life, even though you just might get into science tomorrow and be like, you think this might be the cure for insert thing here?
Maybe someone in the chat named Isa Randomizer said that age, but also it could maybe do something with your criminal record. If you're a mass murderer, probably choose to hit you, and it would probably have to basically determine the level of your record, just maybe the car could have this USB thingy, and then you have a PlayStation controller, and then plug it into your car, and then stop your car. Or if you have a X that you don't like, try to call them to get in front of the car and say that there's $100 there, and then boom.
But then that's murder, isn't it? That would be classified as murder?
Not if you tell the car to say that this person just jumped in there for no reason.
So
then it's not murder.
Well, that's interesting though, because I guess there'll be like a while ago there was the first human death by robot. Did you hear about this?
No.
Mm-hmm.
And someone was working on a robot arm in one of the factories, and the arm, I don't know whether it malfunctioned or whether the human got too close to it, but they were basically stabbed to death by a robot arm. Isn't that wild? So, and again, I guess would that be human error? Would that be, I'm sure if you were scared of robots, you would say it's
well, I mean, it was kind of.
I said obviously it would be a human error. What else error?
I would argue that as well, because I tend to trust the computers, but yeah.
It's time Detroit become human. It's happening.
Right. Well, okay, let me throw something else at you here. Okay. So I don't know if this is true or not, but in one of the videos that I was watching about a drone technology said that drones and facial recognition and sensors and LiDAR and radar and all this kind of stuff, heat sensors, all this kind of stuff, are much better and more accurate in determining a victim to shoot, to kill, to assassinate. An assassination victim. If you wanted to kill someone, robots and the technology that surrounded it are far, far better equipped and more sensitive and more reliable. What about reliable? But more reliable in choosing their target than humans are. Humans make stupid mistakes. And they kill the wrong people, or they miss the person that they were aiming at and they kill someone else, or they, hurt other people in the process. Machines are much better at it. But the military allegedly will not let the computers do that because of people's concern about the idea of a killer robot. Isn't that wild?
Because what I would be scared about for that is like, what if it goes deviant? Like, what if it just decides, I'm going to just kill everybody in sight?
But
they want me to kill. I don't care. It may be a civilian. Bam, it's dead.
Well, here's a crazy question, though. Robots don't generally do that, but you know who do?
Mass murder.
Humans.
Human.
Yeah, it's much more likely that a human is going to go on some kind of a violent rampage than a computer ever would, right? In fact, that we know of, a computer has never done that because a computer's never been programmed to do that. This is a fascinating discussion because I think it's stuff that in your lifetime, we are going to have to solve these questions. We're going to have to decide whether we're going to, instead of going and blowing up a city, trying to destroy a couple of soldiers, whether we are going to allow drones to fly in and just kill the soldiers. And we need to let them do that, whether we're comfortable with that. We also have to decide how these autonomous vehicles are going to decide how to prioritize the lives of people that may be at risk if there's an accident. Like, these are all decisions that you and your math and your philosophy and your instincts have to. You like literally. I'll be gone by the time this happens, I'm sure. But you will probably have to make those decisions. That's some serious thinking to do, huh?
Yeah, unless technology had allowed would be able to allow your 500-year-old brain to be submitted into another robot brain, basically, and have everything about you, your feelings, your memories, and stuff, and basically allow you to keep on living. Just you won't have your normal human warm body, but they could also make a robot that looks exactly like
you. Know what, dude? If you wouldn't mind working on that, that'd be great, because I'd be happy to be around in 500 years. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the next 500 years. It's going to be really cool. So I tell you what, don't work on the car problem, Jefferson. You work on keeping me alive for 500 years. That's what I'd like. Wouldn't it be neat, though, to live for 500 years and see what happens in 500 years?
No, it would not.
You don't think so? You don't want to live for 500 years?
I don't want to live for 500 years.
I would want to, as long as there's other people. Because if I'm the only person, then it's going to get really sad and depressing, because everyone I know and love will end up dying. And I'm there to see it all happen.
But wait a second,
and
what if they get it
nothing
too?
can happen to me.
But what if they get it too? Like, what if everyone gets to live for 500 years?
Oh, then yeah. But if it's just me and no one else, then I would not want it to happen.
Baz, you agree with that?
Yep.
You're the same. So interesting. All right, but so I guess this is the neat thing that I think. This reminds me of another thing. So one of the people's complaints about like Instagram and Facebook and Google and stuff, and YouTube and stuff, is that we've created these. You all know what algorithms are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the idea that you've got basically a mathematical equation to figure out how each program should run, basically. So they've got an algorithm that is designed to say, what is the best way to get people to use our service and to keep using our service, right? That seems like an innocent enough question, right? Like, oh, I've got this new thing that shows videos. I want the most people to enjoy the videos, and I want the most people to stay as long as possible watching these videos, because that's obviously good for me, and it obviously means that we're creating the content that people like. Right? Sounds good?
Yeah, and it would also be able. It should also be able to if someone creates an account, it should be able to detect whether or not this person is good. Like the
What
TikToker
is the
Charlie
value of good?
D'Amelio.
Yeah,
I've
you have to
seen her a
define
bunch,
good, don't you? Yeah.
and to be honest, she has no talent.
Who's this?
And
Sorry, run that
so
by. I missed that part.
her name is Charlie D'Amelio.
Right.
She has no talent in TikTok, and so they should just ban her. And I feel like she ruins people's lives.
Really?
And so there's probably things like that.
Debatable, because she is an extremely talented dancer.
Oh, she is.
I mean, she's a good dancer, but she also has no talent in
But isn't dancing a talent though?
She was incredibly well off and got so many views because
I see.
Made a ton of TikTok dance trends.
Okay.
I don't think she exactly is a bad person. I didn't like her after she complained from being not getting 100 million.
Really?
I mean,
Jefferson, why don't you like her, Jefferson?
Because she's annoying and she shows up so many things that I don't want her to show up in.
Oh, really?
And
like what? Like what did she show up in?
There's a bunch like she's in a bunch of my For You page things, and I don't get to see much because it's mainly just her doing random dances. Also, I feel like she's all.
So is this a website or something, or
it's TikTok? You have a For You page.
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
And
sorry, yeah.
I also feel like she's very ungrateful because she lost some 1 million followers from the 99 million followers she had, and so she went down to 98 million, and she started to cry a bunch and was super ungrateful. And then she was also at this one restaurant, and her and her sister was like really mean to the waiters.
Oh no.
And so.
And do you think she was like this before she was famous on TikTok, or is this, you think TikTok famous made her a bad person? Do you think?
Before TikTok, she was still kind of a bad person because she was still famous on like YouTube and Instagram and stuff. But if before she was famous at all, I feel like she was a completely nice person.
Baz,
and
you have a different perspective on that?
I mean, first of all, what's the idealistic of good or bad? I guess.
So define good or bad? So let's let Jefferson answer that then. So Jefferson, how do you define a good person? How do you define a good person? What would you how would you explain good to us? Like when you think of a good person, what's a good person?
I feel like a good person is like someone on who, if let's say you're walking by and see a homeless person and you have this $500 laying around. You're planning on going to the store to buy a PS5, but there's also this homeless person that needs a home and food, and so a good person is someone that's willing to help this person out rather than buying something for that you could probably get within less than a year.
So it's someone who's willing to sacrifice their own pleasure for someone else.
Yeah, like someone that's willing to help others, like in China and stuff. It's a really there's a bunch of really good people because everyone looks out for everyone else and stuff.
And you don't think that happens? You don't think that happens here?
Not too many people know, because I found out that there's this one mom who basically skipped the vaccine line. She lied and said that she was a teacher because she thought that teachers shouldn't get it as much as her, because she's being a mother. She's doing what a mother does, while the teachers are basically teaching and having a hard time. But she thinks that she's working harder than any teacher out there. And so I feel like doing something like that. Like, I feel like you're definitely like not a good person.
So that's a bad,
because there's a bunch
person.
of people. Because there's a bunch of people out there who needs it and stuff. Like, so like, basically, to me, a good person and stuff, I feel like, is someone who's willing to help other people without them getting anything out of it, or basically doing it, willing to help someone, knowing that they will have to sacrifice something that they want and stuff, or like to do.
Right. So that's okay. So Baz, does that define good for you?
Yes, I have one more question.
Okay.
Jefferson, are you a good person?
Ooh.
When I want to be, yes. If there's someone that gets on my nerves enough, no. But I am a really, really generous and nice person. Like there's this group of homeless people. When I'm walking to this place that I go to every day, and me and my foster mom, we were talking, and I was telling her, because we bought a bunch of potatoes, and then I was like, oh, let's invite them over for potato night. And then she was like, no. And then we decided that we could make them lunch or something, and then bring it to them when I'm walking to the place that I'm going to.
Right.
So I'm willing to help people out as much as I can.
Right.
And I usually don't care if I have to sacrifice something or not and stuff. I'm willing to help someone. So I'd say that I'm a nice person.
Right.
But if you're someone who I absolutely hate, and because you've gotten on my nerves and pissed me off, then no.
Right.
But I'm like usually a pretty nice person.
Right. So you are like by default good, but you could be persuaded to be bad if people don't treat you well. Not treat you well, but if your people aren't good people themselves.
Yeah.
That's a hard one. That's the thing isn't it? It's easy to help people who you like. It's hard to help people who you don't like, right?
Yeah, and the thing is that like there's definitely gonna be people out there that I won't always like I've gone to like the mall and met a random person that I think is probably like I hate them for like no reason, even though like they could be the nicest person in the world.
What do you think it is? What do you think it is that makes you not like someone?
I don't know.
Knowing them.
I don't know. I feel like it's just. I feel like because I know because everyone has like prejudice and things like that. So I feel like what makes me hate someone would probably be like my prejudice getting a hold of me not keeping it in check, kind of.
And
because
right.
Hmm?
No, I was going to say so, and those prejudices are based on just past experiences, or things you've like heard in the news, or do they look like someone else you don't like, or because I definitely meet some people sometimes, and I don't know them at all, and I can talk to them for a few minutes and go like, I don't like this person, and I don't know why. I just don't. I don't. Sometimes I just get like a bad vibe off people. Does that make sense?
Yes.
yeah, with me that's kind of like that's kind of it. Like I've walked by someone on who's like Muslim, and then I will kind of dislike them and stuff for because they're probably a really nice person, but I've heard so many things, experienced so many things. For some reason, I don't have my prejudice in check, and I think about this person and stuff,
So
which
sorry, I'll just let you finish.
which the thing also about that is that I feel this way about this person, but the thing about me is that I will have prejudice about someone or think about this person a different way, but I'm also willing to treat them because I've realized also that at the same time I don't like this person, but at the same time this person has probably done nothing at all and is probably like the nicest person that anyone could ever meet. And so I'm still gonna like respect this person and make sure this person is treated like well and stuff because I will think a negative thing about this person.
Right.
But I feel like it never means that I should treat this person negative. And it's like kind of like on how I think about racism and things like that. Like, I think negative things about this person, but anyone and stuff. I feel like it's okay to think negative, but I feel like it's never okay to treat them a different way than other people.
But that's interesting, though. It'd be nice to be able to get rid of the thinking negative too, though, right? I mean, is it?
Yeah.
I know that if there are things that I see, or people that I see, or traditions that I see that I don't understand, I'm more likely to be negative about that. As I've got older, I've discovered that there's just a lot of things that I don't know, and and now I sort of feel like I'm more willing to learn from that. When you say, I mean, when you use sort of a Muslim person as an example, is that because you've heard a lot about like terrorism and stuff, or where does the negativity come from that stuff, or is that something that you're just, I mean, is that just or is it just an example you're using?
I understand the conversation, but
what's that, Baz?
We're live, just so you guys know. Just gonna warn you guys. This is like everything that we say. Is being recorded and filmed, so I'm just warning you guys on that part. I just
absolutely
don't want
no, but I think we're having I think we're having a discussion.
I fully understand. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
This is live
and look, and the other reason, honestly, that we use that everyone has their tech names is because I think it's important for people to be able to speak their mind.
Except for you and me, Dad.
What was that?
Except for you and me, Dad.
Right. Yeah, but I'm not. I think we're having a discussion here where I'm curious to see where, I think there's some important stuff to talk about here. Don't you think? Does it make you? If this makes you nervous?
Yes.
Yeah. It is. Well, this is the thing. When you talk about race is a very, very difficult thing to talk about, and it's something that I don't normally or haven't talked about for most of my life because I've just, it's not something that, I guess because I haven't had to speak about it, I haven't spoken about it. And I'm now realizing that because I haven't had to speak about it, that was a privilege that I have because I haven't had to speak about it, if that makes sense.
I'm not saying don't speak about it. I'm just warning you, whatever you're saying is being recorded.
Baz worries a lot about this stuff, and I very much appreciate that. But Jefferson, just to go back to your scenario again, do you think that people learn? I mean, did we just lost something there? I just lost the sound. Hang on a sec.
Uh-oh.
Have we still got you?
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, good. Okay. I was going to say, I mean, my understanding is that we're not born racist, right?
Yeah. The thing about to be honest, when I was growing up, I was mainly with my mom, who thought that that black people were very dangerous, and she called them animals. And so when I was growing up, at first I thought I was agreeing with her because that was all I heard,
right?
And that was all I thought. But then I started to actually see black people, and then I realized that what she was saying was not true.
Right.
So I used to think very, very negative and stuff about black people, but now I've realized that it just isn't true, because they're really nice, and if it wasn't for them, a lot of things today we wouldn't have, like free like lunch programs and stuff, and great music, great events, and
the funny
just
thing
a
about
bunch of great things.
It's the funny thing about the skull, the color of your skin as it relates to for want of a better word, I guess, race, is that the difference between us, and when I say us, like me and Baz, as white men, and a person of color, is just the number of genes for the color of your skin. The more of these specific genes you have, I think it's even a protein potentially. James Kearney would tell me, but basically, it's just a matter of the more of these genes you have, the darker the color of your skin, and that is the only difference. If you compare.
Yeah.
And yet, for some reason, over the years, as a human race, we've somehow managed to divide ourselves in this way. And well, look, that's an amazing discovery for you to have made. Because, I mean, a lot of people, I think, are born into situations, where racism is so much a part of their life that they may never get out of that. It may be really tough for them to understand what you've done, which is to look at people and judge them as people, not because of the color of their skin. That's got to be, I'm impressed, man. That's some serious grown up thinking.
Yeah.
Sorry, Wolf, did you want to jump in?
I like this saying, there's only one race, and that is the human race.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or there's only one, actually, no, that's sorry. I was going to say, there's only one, I don't know.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Because you want people to be able to celebrate their past and celebrate their culture and celebrate who they are and what they look like and celebrate some of the differences that they have with other people and other races and stuff. But at the same time, you don't want to erase the idea of people having their own individual sort of histories and such. But at the same time, you also don't want people judging people for the same things, if that makes sense. The reality is, I keep thinking of that picture of the planet from the moon. And it's like they landed on the moon, they took a photo of the surface of the moon, and there's the planet Earth over there. And you suddenly go, it's just a big ball with humans living on it. I mean, that's, you know what I mean? It's why does it matter, where we live or where we come from and all of that kind of stuff when we're just all on the same planet,
Yeah. Now the thing about the planet is that that yeah, we all live on it, except ever since 1997, not everyone has lived on it because there's always humans in space now. But other than that, I kind of agree with you. Like, because the thing about me is that so I because I grew up. Well, I mean, I'm still growing up, but when I was little and stuff, I felt I thought a certain way about black people, and then I started interacting with them, and then I even have a couple friends and stuff, and I've and I've been persuaded that everyone is basically everyone can be very, very nice. Because the only thing about our skin is that I'm mixed, but I'm also white because and like half of my siblings you can tell that they're mixed, and then half of my other siblings, which I'm also part of that half, is that it is that we're mixed, but we look white, and so and so and I've noticed that white people that they're it's no longer a opinion that they're treated highly than other people. It's a fact, which is sad, because the only reason why people are other colors because what I've been told by science is that everyone started out in Africa, which most of the time it's very hot. The sun is beaming down, so your skin color is changed by basically, it's kind of like turtles on how their gender depends on how cold or hot it is.
Really?
But with us, it's it's kind of the same, except with our skin, because if you're in if your descendants are in harder areas in the world, your skin will be darker to help you adapt in the sunlight, while people who are usually in the cold and stuff, but your skin is lighter because you don't need to adapt yet to that. So
I wonder if that's James. James, we got James Gurney in the chat. Maybe James can speak to this. Is skin color an evolutionary trait for? Do you know if it's an evolutionary trait for environment, or is it purely just a sort of a randomization of genes basically? I mean, is that a more complex question than perhaps I'm phrasing it as? I just James is like, what? Well, I'd just be curious to know whether there was like evolutionary, because I've been thinking about evolution. Evolution doesn't choose what it doesn't choose the it doesn't necessarily choose the most what is it? The most effective. It chooses the one that keeps people alive longer, basically. Light skin helps to absorb sunlight to make vitamin D. Darker skin makes you genetically stronger since you're more resistant to the thing that's always up there in the sky. So the whole race war is jealousy. Cal is basically trying to start her own little race war. It was a mixture of sexual selection, so depending on partners, environmental selection, vitamin D, as others are saying, is a good predictor. Okay, so in general, the closer the equator the individual has, the higher the million in contact with student rates. Wow. Okay, so it picks the trait that helps people live long enough to reproduce, but it doesn't shape things that kick in after reproductive age. Okay. In the cold, humans wore clothing that blocked sunlight. Interesting. So it sounds like there's more than just. I wondered if maybe it was just a genetic thing, but it sounds like it may not just be a genetic thing. It may be a part of just, who married who, who had kids with who, that kind of stuff, right? As well.
Yeah, I mean that would also kind of make sense because, like, I like I've met some people on who like at first with their generation, everyone was a completely different race. Well, I mean, like skin color and stuff. Their skin color was a different color at first, and then people started marrying each other, and then their kids would end up kind of having that combination or the same color.
Right.
And what the with the person that was saying that in the Twitch chat, it makes sense about what they're saying, because I just thought, because in elementary, my teacher told me the science thing about weather, and so I just thought about that. But it makes sense what the other person was saying.
It's rarely just one thing, isn't it? I mean, the world is incredibly complex. There's always a lot of things sort of affecting things. So it does make sense that it could be multiple different things. And of course, if you've got groups of people who are living together in a space, then they're going to have kids with each other, less that they're going to have kids with people who are very, very far away if they can't get there, right? So as our various different cultures and countries have come together and whatever, religious or philosophical concerns that we had, way back when, have changed, and society has changed. As you say, the more we've sort of interacted with other cultures and stuff, the more likely it is that the color of our skin will change, for sure. I mean, I always assumed that eventually we were, in a way, going to all become, everyone was going to be a mix of something from somewhere, and that really is what's happened. If you look back at, I do 23andMe. I don't know if you know this, where you send in some genetic material, like you spit in a tube and you send it off, and they can break down using their DNA breakdown. They get a sense of where you came from, how much of each part of different types of DNA you are, and almost everyone, I think, gets tracked back to a woman in Africa. Basically, is where it all began. Basically, so I thought that was kind of interesting. What was that?
I want to evolve into being a spider monkey.
Ah, I see. That may take some genetic messing around, I think.
I want to be a spider monkey. I have decided.
Mitochondrial, that's it. Mitochondrial Eve. Although what's interesting about the mitochondrial thing,
is the powerhouse of the cell.
No.
that's the only thing I can remember from, that's the main thing of school that I can remember.
Oh my God! I got to remember to find that. There was some amazing animations of mitochondrial cells in action. Absolutely insane. It actually goes into the electrons going through them. The electron, whatever they're called, the electron chain or whatever it's called. The mitochondrial thing, though, is interesting, though, because we've always assumed that that remained, I guess, unchanged from as it was passed on. But we're now discovering that there are actually traits that can change in that too. So I've heard potentially electron transport chain. Yeah, there's an amazing animation. Let me see if I can find it.
Big word make brain hurt.
No, but you wait. When you see it in action, it's just beautiful. Let me see if I can find it. I've got, of course, I would like better eyesight. That would be what I go for.
I just want to say, big word make a brain hurt.
It does, doesn't it? Until it's no longer a big word because you've used it before. In animation. Okay, let's have a look here. See if I can find this thing.
Oh,
That's not it.
my headphones are humming.
Oh, that's a good sign. Or not. Okay, is this it?
Yeah, I think they're dying.
They are? Uh-oh. Yeah, mine are sort of popping out now, which I don't quite understand. Oh, is this it? Is this it? Oh,
It
this is it. This is the
stops.
one. Oh my gosh. This video is so freaking cool. Okay, check
But
this
it
out.
decided to become a microwave for a second.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
It actually
people,
kind of sounded like a microwave.
Okay, you know what? Vipup, check out that link. If you want to talk about the electron transport chain, look at this video. It is the coolest animation, and it walks you through the entire process. It's really, really neat. Shall I narrate what is happening? Do you want to? Yes.
I it looks quite crazy. Oh, Rainbow Six Siege is free this week. Cool.
Was this mitochondria? I think originally a separate organism developed a symbiotic relationship inside another kind of cell. Yeah, there's definitely some talk of that could have been it. What else we got here? Skin color is most dependent on the intensity of sunlight. Well, somewhat by the sound of it. You just noticed the Soylent jacket. Very good.
This is something I've always wanted to ask, but like, how does tanning work?
How does tanning work? You're basically burning your own flesh, aren't you? I got a sunburn the other day on the top of my head because we had makeup all over here, and then I didn't have makeup up here, and and then we were outside all day, so I got a sunburn.
Oh.
No, a voiceover. Here we go. James Grady Mitochondria. Ooh, Rainbow Six Siege is free this weekend. There you go.
Yeah, wait, I already said that.
All right, there you go. All right, so that's anyways, have a look at that video because I think you'll find I got kind of excited because it was just basically how all this stuff works, and it's very, very cool. All right, there is a narrator. Yes, there is a narrator in it. But you could have be welcome to jump in there, James. All right, this was, here we go. Someone's got it for Randy the Magic Man's got it for us. UVA rays penetrate the lower layers of the epidermis, where they trigger cells called melanocytes. Oh, there you go. Pronounced melanocytes, to produce melanin. Melanin is the brown pigment that causes tanning. There you go. You get a tan by producing melanin in response to UV damage. So no matter what, it's still damage. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
A tanner is an old-fashioned leather maker. All right. You know what? I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon because it's almost 6 o'clock. And I realize I have been streaming either with Jack Jasper or with you since 2 o'clock this afternoon.
For a while today.
Isn't that insane? Hey, Baz, we were doing all this philosophy. Okay, so let me just go back for a second. Think about this philosophy stuff. I think the race stuff is really interesting to talk to you. And thank you, Jefferson, for that. That was really interesting. And I got to say, I'm impressed that you managed to turn around conditioning at a younger age into sort of accepting people for who they were rather than the way they looked. But I'm very curious to know how you're going to solve this problem of autonomous vehicles and who they should run over. And also, Baz, you did philosophy today, didn't you?
Yeah.
And what did you talk about in philosophy? Because I know this is something that you like doing. Was there anything in particular you were talking about in philosophy that was
analogy thing? It's like if there was a bunker, what jobs would you bring into the bunker?
Sorry, if there was a bunker, what would you bring into the bunker?
It's like there's like a robot apocalypse.
You talked about a robot apocalypse in philosophy?
Yeah, and they're like, what jobs do you need to like live in a bunker?
Ooh, so if you had to start society all over again, what?
Duty men.
What? Well, first and foremost, probably actors, right?
I didn't know what to say
Storytellers.
to that.
Maybe storytellers? I could be. What if I came in as a storyteller? Ah, come on. All right. Most important thing.
Jesters.
I think I'd go doctor first.
Jesters.
I think I'd go doctor. What did you go with, Baz?
Shooty men.
I'm scientist, doctor.
Scientists, doctors, yeah.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's the person that gives helps give birth to people.
Gynecologist?
Wait, the magic is tomorrow?
No.
Oh, I
Obstetrician?
might be a bit late. I don't know because
Sorry, what
I
starts
have
tomorrow?
to.
It's like it's called like something.
Obstetrician? Obstetrics?
I don't remember.
Obstetrician, yeah. I should know this because my father was one. Grandpa is a gynecologist and is OBGYN, so basically obstetrics and gynecology. But yes, or midwives as well, yeah. I guess the advantage of the OB-GYN, I guess, would be they also have a medical background as well as they're not as, I guess they'd be special. You'd have to have don't you have to have a general MD first and then become, I don't actually know what the training is for midwifery anymore. Fallout Shelter has me ready for this. Oh, nice. All right. So Gimpy G's already been working on it because of Fallout. All right. Storytellers were the first internet. You're right. Interesting. So people to deliver babies, people to deliver science, and people to heal people, basically, so far. What about like engineers? What about like builders? People who can build things. Inventors?
Oh wait,
I don't know.
Yeah, farmers like.
Oh, farmers.
No,
oh my
we don't
God.
need farmers. We don't need farmers. I don't
Why
know
not?
why everyone in class said. Because farming is an easy thing. We don't need farmers.
Oh, really? Farming's an easy
But-
thing to feed a civilization? You got to play some Sim City, my friend.
Yes.
Farming is hard. Have you seen how many plants I've killed?
Oh yeah, today I had to buy plants for school.
Oh, sweet. What'd you buy?
We were supposed to buy vegetables for school. It's because we were supposed to come to the school and get plants, but because I had at the exact same time where we were supposed to go get it, I needed to go to the eye doctor.
Right.
What would it be called? Isn't it like the
Ophthalmologist?
Yes.
Yeah.
That word.
I think that's it. Ophthalmologist. I think I got that right. Yeah, go play Farming Simulator, Baz. Let's get you set up with Farming Simulator just to see how hard it is.
Farmers. Dad, if you could only have 21 jobs, do you think farmers are an essential job in that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I have doctors.
Yeah.
They're not as big as doctors and scientists, but like.
I would go with a farmer. Yeah. I'd
How
want
about
someone
war
who could-
generals? Do you think those are less important than farmers?
A war general?
Why would
Like,
they be?
how about
I'd take a farmer. I'd take a farmer over a general any day.
You take a farmer over someone that could protect you.
So you
Okay.
want
No, I understand that. Okay,
like
how about
military.
a
Wait, so what are they
scientist?
protecting you from, though?
A gunman.
Really? They're.
They'd be protecting them from the robots that are killing everyone.
That's interesting, though. So, but Baz, I guess. Okay, so if not a farmer, then how are we making food? Is it? Are we using the scientists, or what do we? How do we?
You could grow it, like.
But you need to know a fair amount about farming. Like farming isn't just digging a hole and putting seeds in, right? It's about knowing how the plants work and how the plants are best fed and raised and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Jefferson, you may want to mute. You may want to just mute because we're getting a lot of background noise.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay.
No worries. No, that's good. I just feel bad for your mom. You know, I don't want mom being broadcast when she doesn't know she's being broadcast. Agriculture, sci-fi, philosophy go hand in hand. That's interesting. Yeah. There are so many bugs that kill your plants. Yeah, that's a whole thing. I'm interested, Baz, though. And what about people to raise the animals
It's
and
not
stuff?
anywhere close to as important as other jobs,
Really?
in my opinion.
Really? I'm curious to know. I'm just surprised because I would have. I mean, I'm all about the food. So I want to make sure there's lots of good food. So I would want anybody who had any understanding or concept of creating food for us. I'm all for them doing it in a lab. I'm like, if we have to be in a bunker because there's robots outside and we have to grow stuff inside, I would say then bring in some biologists, some biotech people.
I would want this is
okay. You know what?
This may
Baz, we're
or
not
may
saying you're
not.
wrong. We're just questioning how we're going to get.
I'm just really tired of doing school.
I
just sat through 7 hours of it.
And you don't want to come back more
and do homework and have to tech bandits with you guys. I don't want to talk about school, so I'm gonna.
So are you gonna rage quit?
That's the mood. That
I'm not rage quitting. I'm so sick and tired of school.
I get it, but that's why I was just asking. It was just an interesting puzzle. I love the idea of being able to plan for a future civilization. I think that'd be kind of cool. Even just as a game, I think that would be a cool game.
To be honest,
yeah.
School has been taking everything out of me.
Really? You kind of done? Jefferson,
yeah,
sir.
Well, because I haven't talked to my in real life friends in more than about a year.
Whoa.
I think all because of school, because they got rid of Google Hangouts, which was the only way of me talking to my friends. They removed that and made it so we can't use it.
So what do you use to communicate now? Discord.
Nobody else I know uses Discord.
And there's no way to get in touch with them and tell them to use Discord?
Nope, because I don't go to real school.
Right.
Oh.
Well, it's still real
that's
school.
Strange.
Sorry, Jefferson, go ahead. You keep trying to jump in and I keep cutting you off.
All right, two things. One, it's strange because I'm still able to use Google Chat. They blocked it at first. But then I found out that after school hours I'm still able to use it. And the second thing is that I have to go.
Oh, okay.
So
wait, can I use?
Hey, Jefferson, thanks very much, and don't forget to send your teacher my email address.
Yeah, I sent her that. She was very happy when I told her that you said yes.
Oh, good, so. good.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna talk to Jefferson's class about acting sometime.
Yeah,
no, for me, my Google. Oh, sorry for cutting you off, but no, my Google Hangouts, it doesn't work after school hours.
That sucks. Man, that's so weird, though. You think they would keep you in touch? All right, look, Jefferson, thank you so much, and I will I'll keep track of what's going on, and we'll talk to. What is the name of? Oh, I shouldn't ask what your name of teacher is. Never mind. I will find out who your teacher is. We will talk, and we will figure out when we're going to do some. Well, I'll call it acting bandits. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks again for sharing today. There's some cool stuff today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you for letting me do it. So
you're welcome to. You're welcome. Have a good one, Jefferson.
Bye.
Say hi to Mom. All right, Vibe Pup. So Vibe Pup, you are unable to get in touch with your old friends because they've moved the system that you used to communicate with them on.
They made it so it's impossible for us to connect.
Oh, that sucks.
So now, really, the only people I can talk to are because they got angry at me one day and blocked me.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't been able to talk to anybody.
Wait, so they got angry and blocked you? Who blocked you? The school?
My friend that I used to talk to on Discord. One day, she just was not having a good day, and she, for some reason, thought I was a fake friend.
Right.
She just got angry at me because we were having a debate.
Right. So she, that sucks.
I want to know this.
Baz, you've had troubles like this before, haven't you?
It would be I don't want to say because it's I can't say the word.
Oh, okay. Right. No, fair enough.
Is it debate on a word then?
She was saying every female is a thing.
Ah, I see. Okay. And you said you don't think that's true.
The word.
Don't stop guessing the word.
No, the
Let's
word
just say
starts with, so I can know what you mean.
it starts with a
Just
W.
do it.
Now I'm thinking, I don't know what it is now. They're all a wolf pup.
A woman?
All right, wait a sec. So,
No.
hang on. You know what you could do is maybe you could send it to us in the Discord. Is that possible? Can you do? Is it safe if he Baz? Is it safe if Wolf Pup sends it in Discord?
Oh yeah, no, you're fine.
Is it because the live one's only open to us, right? All right.
You're saying I'm not gonna send the whole thing because I don't want to. It just goes like that.
Oh.
/
Oh, right. Really?
And she was saying everyone
That's
was that,
what
and
she
I'm like,
said?
yeah, and I'm like, do you know what that word even means? And then she's like, yes, and then I'm like, I don't really think you do.
Right. So effectively, she was claiming that I'm going to try to put this in a politically not politically correct in a safe at work term. Basically, that every woman was someone who had sex for money. Basically, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that was the oldest profession. Well done. Yes. So
Wait, how?
and you were like, no, because I would tend to agree. Why was she feeling this way? Was this because she was just having a bad day, or?
No, she always, whenever we were in a call, she always said that she like thinks that, and then this day I'm just like, I just couldn't not say that. Like,
Right.
I couldn't not go against it.
Huh. Do you think now that's a curious? Oh, so my question would be then, so why? Well, first off, why does she feel that?
I don't know.
Do you think is it possible that she thinks that, or she's saying that in order to get a rise out of you, to get you to react to it?
No, I don't think so, because I just think she was angry. It's because she's thought it ever since someone that liked her online, like, started flirting with other people.
Oh, right. So she's been hurt.
And then she just started hating females after that.
Ah, that sucks. I guess.
Wait.
Yeah.
As a woman, she started hating women?
All other women because the person that she liked was flirting with them as well, right?
God. What grade is this in, too?
6.
Grade 6.
Oh my god!
But Baz, isn't that roughly when things started going crazy online for you as well?
No, that happened like grade 7, grade. Oh my god!
Well, grade 7, that's only 1 year different. And Wolf Pup seems to be ahead of the curve on a lot of this stuff anyways. Wolf Pup, you seem to be a little more grown up than most of the grade, whatever it is out there, right? No?
I tried to sometimes, but most of the time I'm just a big baby.
Right.
Sometimes I just decide.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a child now.
I would say I'm with you on most of that myself. Oh my god, it's almost 6:15. Okay, I gotta go. All right, everybody. Look, thank you very, very much. Is there somebody we should be rating?
We could raid someone who's playing a really fun game. Their name is Dr. Sloth.
And are they safe for,
They're most of the time they're family friendly. I haven't heard them swear.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to.
It's just regular, no capitals or anything. Just Dr. Sloth. Just Dr. Sloth.
You know what? So question. Unless Gimpy G's got someone, because I gotta say, I was really enjoying the assistive.
Oh, I'll see if Milky Charms is on.
Gimpy G, got anybody we should be what you should be doing? What's this? What's Gimpy G's going on about something? Gimpy G's cracking up the chat here. Yep. Hate and hope. Hate and hurt. Powerful emotions. Very true. All right.
Oh my god.
Okay. Who we got? Yeah, it's true. We're picking some interesting topics. They're being picked for me, basically. Okay. Who's Milky Charms? Do I know who Milky Charms is?
Milky Charms is, I don't know what he's playing at the moment, but he uses his head to play.
Oh, really?
He is actually playing Valheim.
He's playing Valheim right now?
Valheim or Valheim?
Yeah.
Calheim?
I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's Valheim.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, I know Valheim. Yeah.
I don't.
I want to get it. It looks really fun.
Right. Oh, is this a Nintendo one?
What are you playing now, anyway?
Is this?
Pardon?
What are you playing now, Wolfpump?
This is
Game
like a
Bandits.
Nintendo game?
Yeah, I'm playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to get back up, turn back on the Xbox and play Doom.
All right, well, why don't we raid Milky Charms then? All right, let's do it. Let's do this. I'm going to go and I'm going to say, how do we raid again? I never remember. Is it exclamation raid or is it /raid?
Slash.
It's /raid? All right. /raid.
I've watched a lot of Valheim from my dad.
Oh yeah? I've never even heard of this game. Isn't that shameful? Bad.
It's like in Norse mythology. I'm pretty sure it's Norse mythology.
I haven't seen Ruby K in here. Is Ruby K in here as well? I will say a big thanks to the mods, as I've been reminded. So again, as always, huge thanks to Cal for being here with the hammer. Ruby K, I don't know if Ruby K is in or not today. To be honest, I've got dark mode on my other screen, and it's very hard for me to read any of the names that I've got going by me on the chat. And I was just so happy that I actually got it going. But Ruby isn't around. Oh, it's all on Cal then. Cal is wielding the hammer herself. All right, let's do some rating. Everybody, I will say be safe, be kind, be brilliant.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you all. Man, it was really interesting to have, Jefferson chime in more today, because I haven't really heard Jefferson Jefferson hasn't talked as much as he did today, and I thought it was just kind of nice to have his perspective on stuff. There's some wild stuff there. I had no idea anything about his background on things. It sounds like he's had some interesting experiences, wouldn't you say? It was a good one. It's true. It was. All right, everybody. Be safe, be kind, be brilliant. And thank you to everyone. We will see you soon. I'm going to go raid Milky Charms right now. And I will say,
before we go, the letter of the day is M.
And the letter of the day is N? Okay, good to know.
M.
Oh, M. Oh, very good. I see. Okay. It's also St. Patrick's Day, so I should say Merry St. Patrick's Day, I suppose. All right, get out of here. Till we geek again.
M
Cheerio
is
and
a fun letter.
And now I raid. We raid against the dying of the light.
We still have to wait.
I know we still have to wait. I'm watching the viewers pack up here. How many people we got going today? We got a few, like 50 people. Wow. All right. Let's raid. Woohoo. Here we go. We're going in. Thanks, everybody.
I just want to say the letter of the day is M. It's because it's the noise a microwave